I'm a punk rocker and I try to be as independent and self-reliant as possible, so I'm learning how to homestead. Welcome to Punksteading. Let's get started.
Hey guys, Hannah and Momo here. I don't know if you can see him. He's just out of the camera here. But it's been a while and I wanted to give an update about my life. It's been nuts and I have been working my butt off. So when we left off I was kind of up in the air and a little bit in panic mode. So just to give you a quick backstory from like April, I do work in the marijuana industry. It's legal here. I've got a legal job and I've absolutely loved it. You know, I don't have anything bad to say about the industry or the company I work with or anything like that. I'm just giving you the facts. So yeah, the industry has been great for me personally. I've enjoyed working there, but this year the market crashed in our state. So marijuana has statewide legalization. What that means is that you can only grow, buy, sell, trade within your state. Even if, you know, you're sandwiched in between two other legal states like we are, we can only grow, buy, sell, trade in our state. It can't cross state lines. So this year it's been a really rough market. The market's completely oversaturated, and how that happened was that in 2020 a lot of people smoked more weed because there was a lockdown, so people had nothing to do, so they smoked a lot of weed. And sorry, I have a hair in my mouth. Some Momo hair. Good job, buddy. So in 2021, to keep up with the demand, the farmers planted more product. But there wasn't a lockdown in 2021, so people cut back and they didn't consume as much. Now, not only is there just as much as there was in 2020, there's more. The market completely saturated itself, and yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So a lot of farmers are sitting on product that they haven't sold yet, and I am not a flower farm, I'm a nursery, so we sell the little baby like clones, nursery plants to the farmers, and then the farmers grow them for flower. So us, the springtime is the busy season because we're selling all these babies to the farmers that plant them. And we got hit hard. A lot of farmers are planting less this year or aren't planting at all. So my company in particular really did take a hit this year. Don't worry about me, my job's safe. I'm still working there, and happily so. But it did kind of throw things into perspective for me as to what career I would want long term and what would be sustainable for me and the lifestyle I wanted. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I've never been passionate about cannabis. I am all for its nationwide legalization. It would solve so many issues on multiple levels. If you want that talk, we can have that talk. But I personally am not very passionate about it. I think the last time I smoked personally was 4/20/2020, so like a couple years ago. So yeah, you know, it's not my passion. It's not what I'm passionate about, but I do enjoy working with the baby plants and learning about rooting rates, and because of that I've been able to transfer what I've learned into my garden here, so that's been great. But you know, I thought about what I wanted, and did I want to be dependent on a fluctuating market? And the answer was no. I didn't really want to be in the cannabis industry super long term. So I asked myself, where did I want to be? And that was outside. For those of you who know me, I did a bunch of seasonal jobs before I moved here, and some of them were park ranger, some of them were environmental education, some of them were research based, and I really felt comfortable in those positions. The main reason I didn't stick with those types of positions because I had a one really bad season, and it burnt me out, and I needed some stability in my life anyway, and that kind of was the final nail in the coffin. I needed a break from seasonal wildlife jobs, so I moved here, and I got a 9 to 5, and I got benefits, and I was able to build up a savings, and here I am, you know. But I think I'm ready to get back into that world. Hopefully that comes as a permanent position, but if it comes as a seasonal position, if it's the right seasonal position, you know, I'll take it. No, I am not planning on picking up my stuff and running across the country multiple times a year like I did when I worked seasonal jobs before. I do not want to give up this place. And that was a question I had to ask myself too. And it was something I was really conflicted about. This is the first place I have felt truly at home. I really feel like I have set roots here. And not to say that other places weren't hospitable, but it served a functional purpose rather than a cozy purpose. You know, like I made food and I slept at my other places. And here I can really feel that this space is my own, and it's made such a difference in my personal life that I didn't want to give that up. For the beginning of this little personal conflict, I was very worried that if I got back into seasonal positions, or if I got a good permanent wildlife position, I would have to pick up everything and I would have to move. And you know, after about a week of grappling with that, I decided that no, you know, if I couldn't find a permanent position or a seasonal position within driving distance, I wasn't going to take it. I still have, you know, the cannabis job that's very stable and that I'm not unhappy at. You know, I really enjoy being around plants. So if it wasn't commutable, I wasn't going to take it. So I'm staying here in my little cottage, in my little studio, and I'm very happy and secure in that decision. I haven't had any luck yet. I have had a few interviews and they went well, but I haven't been chosen. But I do have, I want to say a little bit, I do have one upcoming interview, and I think it will go very well. It is for a seasonal job, but it's within driving distance, and if it all works out, I do feel comfortable jumping back into the seasonal game. I have a couple plan Bs once the season ends, and I'm feeling pretty secure should this interview go well. So we'll see. I may be the newest member of either the Parks and Recreation Department for the state or the Fish and Wildlife Department for the state. We'll see. And I'm very excited and happy that I've made the decision to try to get back in the game. So yeah, that's all the ups and downs of drama in the job front. And in other news, Momo went to the vet. We discovered he had a heart murmur, and our vet refused to do any other procedure on him until we could get an ultrasound for his heart. And at first, that really floored me, and I was so worried about my cat, and I was so, I was distraught, you know. I didn't know what a heart murmur meant for him. He's a senior cat. We didn't know what it meant, and we were presented with like a $600 bill just to get the EKG done on him without treatment or anything. We panicked, and we didn't know what to do. So, you know, we initially went in for flea meds, dewormer, and to look at his teeth. I really want to get his teeth fixed. So we came back out getting defleed, dewormed, and a gigantic estimate for a heart murmur. We kept an eye on Mr. Momo over the next week. His mood improved, his energy improved since all those fleas and those worms were gone, and we switched him from a purely dry diet to a wet diet with some little dry foodies mixed in, and that seems to agree with his teeth a lot better for now. So absolutely the heart murmur issue is there. But as of right now, while we're trying to save up for that procedure, we are monitoring Momo's teeth and we're doing the best we can. And in the meantime, we're gonna go get a second opinion from another vet. Momo seems like a healthy, happy cat other than his heart murmur. And honestly, if I didn't know the heart murmur was there, he's the epitome of health for a senior cat, in my opinion, except for his teeth. So we're gonna go try another vet and see if the vet thinks he's healthy enough to have his teeth done. Because you do have to put a cat under anesthesia to do their teeth, and with a weak heart or an unhealthy heart, it might be a little bit more difficult to bring him out of anesthesia, which is concerning. But he really doesn't have any other underlying health issues that I'm noticing. So if the vet okays it, then I trust the vet. That's where we are with Momo. And the job thing and the Momo thing happened all in the same week. So I was just like a ball of, oh my God, I'm gonna go broke, because I didn't know if I would need to move and have that expense. I didn't know if I needed to take a major pay cut and have that expense for the job. I didn't know, we were facing $600 for Momo. It was a lot all in 1 week. So that's mainly the reason why I needed to take a break from making these videos and making the blog. I was just so overwhelmed. Hopefully that is changing, and we'll see. In another couple weeks, I might have my ducks in a row, where they could still be scattered everywhere. We don't know yet, but we'll find out. One more thing, and then I'll let you go. I did get COVID. So that put me under for about a week. It was not fun. Do not recommend. Yes, I was vaccinated. Yes, I was boosted. Yes, I masked where the mask mandate said to mask, and I still got it. That's not to discourage you from doing all these things, because yes, they absolutely are necessary for the greater public and for the greater good. But I did get it, and I had to deal with that. It was not fun. Do not recommend. Continue vaccinating, continue masking if you're immunocompromised, because it was not fun. So yeah. That is my life. It's been a whole up and down whirlwind for the past month, but the rain finally stopped. It is a beautiful 70 degrees. I have 2 wonderful hanging baskets outside. My summer garden is in the ground. It's been very nice for the past couple days, and it seems like maybe the worst thing that could happen is that nothing changes, and that's not a bad thing at all. So yeah, I guess that's it. I wanted to give y'all an update since I left it super up in the air, but I'm doing fine. My partner's doing fine. Momo's doing fine. The garden's thriving. Everybody's doing pretty well here. Thank you so much for your continued patience, for all the love you guys have poured out, and for your support. Stay safe. Be well. Peace. Talk to you soon.